What's better than this? Guys being dudes is what I had to say after watching the events of the 2019 NFL Draft play out. It's been a couple days now. The dust is settled. The picks are in. Nashville was apparently an amazing host city. I am actually born and raised in Nashville. So it was kind of bittersweet to be here in California, as beautiful as it is. I'm driving through the gorgeous countryside here of California and seeing all the events take place in Nashville. People eating hot chicken, people lining up on Broadway, 600,000 strong. It's amazing. I wish I could have been there. So kudos to Nashville. It's a great city, and looking forward to being back there. Hopefully they'll do the draft there again someday, and I can go there to see the draft there happen. So that was fantastic. Like I said, the dust is settled, and a lot of events have unfolded. Cardinals fans are pumped. Giants fans are livid, and all sorts of other feelings and emotions. I'm going to break down kind of my thoughts, my winners and losers from the draft. I think Cardinals fans should be super excited to have Kyler Murray after watching some of his highlights. I'm definitely very impressed by what the kid can do. One thing though, I tried to do some research. I couldn't find anything. When has something like this taken place? Josh Rosen, who's now a Miami Dolphins quarterback, when has a team drafted someone, a quarterback or anyone, won't go quarterback, within the top 10? Josh Rosen was taken number 10 in the 2018 NFL draft, and then the next year spent a top 10 pick, or let alone a first overall pick, on another QB. There's a couple instances that come to mind for me, but my research will show me more. There was the year that the Redskins drafted RG3 and Kirk Cousins in the same draft, and for good reason, there was some speculation there that there would be a quarterback controversy. Of course, RG3 was taken second overall, and right out the gate, Redskins, coaches and GM are saying things like, there's no controversy. RG3 is a starter. When he was, and he did great. His rookie season took him to the playoffs. It's actually very interesting quarterback draft class, being Andrew Luck, RG3, and Russell Wilson, among others. The fact that all three of those players took their team to the playoffs as rookie quarterbacks, that's fascinating. Great looking draft class that rookie season. Of course, now one of those guys has a Super Bowl ring, has been to 2. One of those dudes has played really great football despite having a terrible injury, and then RG3, he's had the kind of career that he's had. Anyway, so I can't find in recent history a time in which a team has drafted a quarterback, top 10 or otherwise, and then drafted another quarterback that high into the draft. So pretty interesting situation there with the Arizona Cardinals. There's some speculation, reckless perhaps, that the Cardinals didn't like what they really got out of Josh Rosen, didn't like maybe his demeanor. Something, if you're a Cardinals fan, you can let me in on. You probably know a lot more about it than I do. But that's unfortunate. I wish the best for him going to Miami. I think it's pretty obvious that he should start over Ryan Fitzpatrick. I know people love the Fitz magic, and honestly, Ryan had his best career ever last year, or best year in his career ever. Last year, playing for the Bucks. Not sure he's going to have the same kind of receiving corps in Miami. So, excited for Josh Rosen to be able to hopefully, put things together. He was the 4th quarterback to be taken, 10th overall last year. It's amazing. So the Giants fans are livid. It's been an insane offseason. I know if I was a Giants fan, I don't know what I'd be thinking about my GM. Titans GM John Robinson, I think he's awesome. Someone said in the comment section the other day on one of my videos, you know, John Robinson equals Yoda, and I totally agree. Very much like Yoda, very wise, and can see around corners, kind of see into the future, and seems like does an amazing job. He hasn't been perfect, but he's done an amazing job for the Titans. Also, just a word on my videos and whatnot. I got a dislike. I got a dislike on one of my videos, which I think is fascinating. That's awesome. I've got a lot of likes. That's cool. But a dislike is funny. I don't know what did you dislike? Let me know in the comments. Is it my hair? Is it my glasses? Is it two-tone blue shirt? It's not a Titan shirt, but it is two-tone blue. Moving on. Giants fans gotta be pretty upset with this one. Odell Beckham Jr.'s gone, and at 6 overall, taking Daniel Jones. It is what it is. David Gettleman, their Giants GM, of course, you hear his name all over the place now because everyone's so furious with him. He's saying that the Redskins were going to take him, you know? And, of course, we'll never know if that's true, but I don't think so, man. I don't think so. There's those ties to the Manning family that Daniel Jones apparently has. I don't know what to tell you if you're a Giants fan at this point. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Drafting the running back, you know, he's in his prime now, and now you have this question at quarterback. Honestly, I feel like the Giants organization, they would have been, I don't know what here's my reckless speculation. The Giants organization owes so much to Eli for winning 2 Super Bowls for them that they're having this hard time moving on past Eli. And so they're making all these moves that don't make any sense because they just don't know what to do about the fact that they had this quarterback who is great in the past and now is solid enough to start, but for the fans' sake, they can't move on from him, and they have this debt they have to pay to Eli. It's like you know, maybe David and company, maybe they secretly wish that he would pull a Peyton Manning and get super injured, and they have a reason to get rid of him. You know, that's my reckless speculation that you know, you can do what you want with. You can like or dislike that. Bring it on. The other thing, friend of mine who's a Falcons fan, I said I'd cover a little bit of this for him. The Falcons looked like they were pulling a Noah's Ark. 2 offensive linemen, 2 cornerbacks, and it looked like 2 running backs. But looking further into it, who they took in, I think, the 7th round, Marcus Green. He's return specialist, running back, wide receiver duo sort of thing. So leave it to the Falcons to take 2 offensive linemen in the 1st round. They gave up 42 sacks last year, so Matt Ryan's got to be happy about that. Which 42 sacks, actually, as bad as that sounds, that was kind of middle of the pack. The Titans gave up more sacks than that. I think they gave up more sacks just in that Ravens game alone. Boy. So the Falcons' offense obviously should be looking better. It already looks amazing. So there were some people to say this about the Falcons draft class. What about D-line? You know, what about our defense? You know, and I don't. From my perspective, teams like the Falcons or the Bucks, you know, at the point that you're at, that you have such a high flying offense, you know, just go for it. Like, make it the most amazing offense that's ever existed. Like, you know, just do it. You have to forgive me. I'm trying to drive to Chino, California. Anyway, so that's about the Atlanta Falcons. Here's a question for you. If you're already in the video, still in the video, 10.5 minutes, you know, I want to like your video then. I want to like you. Leave a comment below, say 10 minutes in, brother. What do you like? You're GM of your team. If you have a team that you root for big time, what do you like? You like them taking their picks, sticking with what they have, trying to draft as many as they can with whatever picks, or do you like it when they move around? Do you like it when they trade away a pick to move up, stuff like that? I personally, I'm all for it. I love it. It seems to me like the kind of drafting sort of philosophy that John Robinson for the Titans has had over the course of the years is, I have been scouting these players for some of them years now. I know who I want, I know who my guys are, and I'm going to go get them. And if, like in 2018, there's only 4 of them, so be it. Those are my 4 guys. I have built a team that I believe in, I've worked hard, and I don't need to draft. Boy, I don't know how many the Colts drafted. 10? Did they draft 10? Someone let me know. I don't need to draft 10 different players, and I just need my guys. And so it's been really interesting to see that. And a product of just getting his guys means that he has to trade away picks, trade away, next year's picks, trade away a pick in the draft this year or that year or whenever, to move up and go get your guy. I like that. I'm a fan of it. I don't need a bunch of dudes. What's better than this? I don't need a bunch of dudes. I need the players that are going to have an impact on the team. Because honestly, I feel like every team is just one dude away from getting up to that next level. If you're the Cardinals or the Dolphins, you might be maybe the Dolphins. You might, or the Lions. You might be, or the Jets. You might be a couple dudes away. The Jets could look good this year. If you give Sam Darnold, like they went D-line, the Jets. If you give Sam Darnold enough the pressure taken away by just handing the ball out to Le'Veon Bell, then that could be something. You're still gonna have to play the Patriots twice. If I'm the Jets, I'm not too scared about playing the Bills and the Dolphins twice. That's if you can do well, that's 4 victories right there. You steal one away from the Patriots, it's 5. That's halfway to 10. That might be all you need to get in the playoffs, Jets. But those, as a Titans fan, I know how division games go. It's a doozy. Titans have lost to an Andrew Luck-led Colts team 11 times in a row. They beat the Colts a couple times 2 seasons ago. But Andrew Luck-led Colts are undefeated against the Titans. It's ridiculous. There's been some good games, really good games. I remember a couple good ones. Marcus Mariota's rookie year. Fantastic stuff. But at the time, the coach was, I think, Ken Wisenhunt. Man. Here's something. Besides Ken Wisenhunt, the Titans have not really fired a coach since I can remember. Mike Mularkey, they asked him, "Hey, Mike, would you mind getting rid of some of your personnel so we can become a good football team?" And Mike, held his ground and said, "No." They were like, "Well, your job depends on it." And he's like, "I can't do it. Those are my dudes. Those are my dudes. What's better than this?" That's what he said. What's better than this? And cracking myself up. And if you don't know what I'm referencing, you got to go look that up. It's dudes being dudes. No, guys being dudes. What's better than this? Look it up. It's a Vine. It's ridiculous. Maybe I'm the only one that likes it. Sorry, everyone who's still watching this video 15 minutes in. If you don't know it, you got to go look it up. Guys being dudes. Anyway, And then there was Mike Munchak, and Mike Munchak, he also was presented like, hey, we like you, man, but we want you to get rid of some of your dudes, and he was also kind of stood his ground, said, these are my guys. I love this organization, but I also love my guys, and I can't do that to them. We're in this together. And I can't remember if Jeff Fisher got fired or not. Can't remember if it was like a mutual parting. Jeff was kind of like, all right, this has run its course, Jeff Fisher. Love that guy. Anyway, let's see. I talked about the Jets, the Falcons, Titans a lot. Of course, I talked about the Titans. Can't remember who else there is to talk about. I'd say this again about the Giants fans out there. Now you got to play Dwayne Haskins, a Dwayne Haskins-led Redskins team 2 times a year for the next, if it pans out, 8 to 10 years, And so many Giants fans wanted him, and it seemed like Dwayne really wanted to go to the Giants too. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Benjamin Button's mama, her words always play in my mind. You never know what's coming for you. You never know. And so, with that, you never know. You never know what is going to turn up. You never know what these guys are going to do. Some of these really amazing talents are just going to lay an egg. Some of these guys that went undrafted are going to be beasts. The Titans just signed Adam Humphries, who was a tryout guy for the Bucks 4 years ago. And I read something the other day. Adam Humphries, free agent for the Titans, played for the Bucks for 4 years, signed a pretty nice contract. He's going to play slot wide receiver. Pretty undersized guy. Apparently the Patriots took a run at him, offered him more money, and he said, nah, I got to stick with my guy, John Robinson. John Robinson was scouting for the Bucks when Adam was coming out of college as a tryout, for the Bucks in camp that year. I think he made like the practice squad, and he just kept working well to get better. But apparently, when Adam tells people that he's a NFL, when he plays for the NFL, they don't believe him. They're like, what? They look at him like, you're so little. Apparently. So, way to do it, man. You never know what's coming for you. Daniel Jones, you never know what's coming for you. Benjamin Button's mom's all over that. She's like, Daniel Jones, you was smart, you was important. That's a different movie. That's The Help. But still, nice sage wisdom from a mother type character. And another great film. So if you haven't, go watch Benjamin Button. Go watch The Help. They're good. They're really good movies. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. Definitely excited to see these. Definitely excited to see. I just took the wrong turn. Oh well, bring it on. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing if you haven't already. Go ahead and do that. Appreciate all the comments. I guess my question I really wanted for you to answer is, do you like it when your GM moves around, or do you like it when he stays put? I happen to be one that I really, really like it when they move around and go get their guy. That's exciting. Titans did that in round 4 of the draft this year, and it was. It's always a lot of fun. So, thanks for watching. Have a good one.
What's better than this? Guys being dudes.